Your man should provide for those things. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can still watch my free webinar. This is the webinar you need if you want to learn how to go from a doormat to a magnetic woman that men want to commit to. This is the ultimate webinar you need to watch if you want to become a woman who stands out. You will learn, what are the deadly mistakes you are currently making when it comes to dating. You will understand why men take you for granted, and you will know what to do instead. All the details are in my description box, so yeah, I will see you there. I will delete the webinar soon, so make sure to watch it. So today I want to talk about the things a man should provide for you. Wow, this is gonna be a non-exhaustive list because it's infinite actually, but yeah, let's start with the basics. So first of all, why is it important for the man to provide? I want to make this video because many women are new to femininity and they don't understand why it's important for the man to invest. And it makes sense because in the Western world everyone works, so it doesn't make it sounds logical to pay for your own thing, right? But you need to understand that on a psychological level, and when it comes to attraction, the man needs to feel needed. So if you let him pay for you and you let him provide, he's gonna love you more and more. And don't you think that this is not you being needy when you already have your own money, but still you let him spoil you? Do you really think that Rihanna pays for herself when she's on dates? Do you really think that the men who dates women like Emrata let her pay for herself? No, right? They know that women like that have their own money, but they still want to be sweet. When we talk about in the feminine community, when we talk about letting a man provide, it can be something small but also something big. It's not because we aren't capable of having a job or keeping a job, okay? It's about seducing her and making us feel like a princess. And again, it's about feeling like a princess when you date, because life is already hard like that. So when we date, we want to be in a soft place, in a loving place where everything is taken care of for us. So yeah, I want you to get rid of that idea that women who expect a provider are gold diggers or aren't good people or anything like that, who are needy women who can't get a job, because that's not true. Okay, the most feminine women I know are extremely ambitious, and the most feminine women I know are extremely generous as well with their money. It doesn't mean that they are cheap, far from it. I actually think that women who send me messages like that are cheap themselves, because if they were generous, and if you are generous yourself, you will find it totally normal that others want to spoil you because you spend your time spoiling others as well. You see, so maybe here there is a money block that you need to work on. Okay, so yeah, let's go. So you need him to pay on dates. This is in courtship, okay? And this is like the most basic thing for him to pay. The date, he needs to pay for that. He also needs to handle your transportation, or he can pick you up. This is not important, and I know that many women, when they are new to femininity, they think that we are asking for too much and we should pay on dates and all of that. But again, you need to understand that it's about seducing us. And when he does small things like paying for a plate of food, handling your Uber, it's about him being sweet and him being, a gentleman. Anyone in the Western world is capable of paying for a Uber or for a plate of food, okay? So this is not a big deal. And it can be girlfriend and boyfriend, and so it can also be, after marriage. He still needs to pay on date, okay? This is something that I want it to be extremely clear. He still needs to pay on date. And again, it's not about the money, it's about him seducing you. There is a time where you will have to pay, when you take him out, is when it's for his birthday, or when you won a competition, or he got, a big promotion at work, because you want to celebrate him, because this is like, his special day. Here, there is no problem. You can spoil him, you can be extravagant. There's no issue there. You have to do it, actually. But other than that, he's the one spoiling you, because again, it's about seducing you. It's not about just the money. And I also know why so many women are against, messages like this, because they have in mind a man who makes the minimum wage. But we're doing hypergamy, and hypergamy is not for men who make the minimum wage. Just like men who make the minimum wage don't have access to the best women, to the most feminine women. So this is something that I really want to talk about, because I feel like there is a confusion. What I post here isn't for basic women. It's not for women who settle for less. If you are wounded and you still want to understand femininity, and you want to understand why women like me say the things that we are saying, watch till the end, because we are truly speaking from a place of love, and because we want you to have the most amazing relationship ever, and we want you to feel like a princess. It's not because we are gold diggers or we think that men are ATM. Far from it, because not even any man. It's a man we love, okay? It's a man who treats you well, because you are doing everything for him as well, right? You are investing in lingerie, you make yourself look good, you want to be the most amazing wife, you want to be the most amazing mom. So you see, if you are doing all of that and you have that desire, don't you think that he also needs to become the most amazing husband for you? And he's gonna be the most amazing husband when he gets his money right, and also when he wants to provide for you and when he actually does it. And don't worry about judgment, because it's true that some men online are like, yeah, women are goldie girls and all of that, but those men are wounded, and those men don't have access to the top women. Men who have access to top women aren't saying that. Men who have access to top women give them their credit card so they can buy whatever they want, you see. So yeah, and I know that some women in the feminine community will say things like, yeah, if you want a 50-50 man, then that's okay, but let us enjoy providers. And I think that as a feminine woman, we should stop saying that to women who are wounded, because at the end of the day, they are still in pain and they are new to femininity and they don't have access to top men. This is why they think that this is asking for too much. When you are surrounded by men who make the minimum wage, having that kind of standards sound unrealistic and sounds mean, actually, because it's like you take advantage of a man who has nothing. But it's not about dating men who have nothing, it's about dating men who have a lot of money already. What I share here isn't for you to do with the man who makes the minimum wage, because it's normal if he makes the minimum wage to not be able to provide for two. It's completely normal. So yeah, if he makes the minimum wage, then it means that it's not the right time for him to date, and he needs to get his money right first. And I would say the same thing for women. If right now you aren't taking care of your looks and you aren't working on your femininity, then this is not the right time for you to date, because the only thing you're gonna attract is wounded men and men who are gonna bring you trauma. So I suggest taking a break and healing your trauma and healing your wounds and working on femininity to become the most magnetic woman ever, so that you can start attracting quality men. He needs to pay for your stocks. This is important. Okay, I don't want you to date men who aren't financially educated. And also, when I talk about him buying you stocks, it doesn't mean that you depend on him. Far from it. Him buying you stocks is a gift. Just like when he buys you gifts for your birthday, it doesn't mean that you aren't capable of buying yourself a perfume or taking yourself on a nice trip. It's a gift. Well, all the things he's gonna provide for you once you guys are together are gifts as well. So yes, I'm gonna say it again, he has to buy you stocks because it's amazing, and buying you stocks show that he truly loves you and he sees a future with you, because those stocks will be on your names. This is the ultimate proof that he loves you and he's selfless, you see. He pays for the rent. Okay, so first of all, you need to move in with him only once you guys are married or engaged, with a ring and a date of the wedding. If you guys aren't committed to one another on a deeper level, you know, with the wedding, then you aren't moving in together. It's extremely important for him to provide for the rent, the electric bill, and all of that, because he feels needed every day when he does that. And again, doesn't mean that you don't have your own money, and doesn't mean that you aren't working. Far from it. It just means that you let him take care of you and let him provide for you and the entire family. So you might wonder, yeah, but what would I do with my money? You put your money in savings, and the money you have should be kept and invested. The day he's sick and he can't temporarily work, then you use that money for the whole family. This is what feminine women do. This is what you're supposed to do with your money. Okay, it's not that you are cheap, it's not that you are, greedy or anything like that. Far from it. That money is for the family, and you keep it in your bank account, and you use that money when there is an issue. And again, that kind of relationship isn't for people who are with a man who makes the minimum wage, because a man who makes the minimum wage isn't ready for marriage. Some people might be shocked when I say it, but you need to know that back in the days, people were not marrying for love. It was for a financial strategy. So it was only people who were wealthy who could get married, and it was to protect their finances. So yeah, marriage has always been like that. We need to stop rewarding men by giving them sex or commitment and babies if they aren't ready for that, if they haven't worked for that. He also needs to pay for your trips. So when you guys travel together, he needs to pay for it, and also when you travel with your friends or on your own, he needs to pay for it. He also needs to pay for your maintenance, so hair, nails, eyelashes, extensions. He needs to pay for it, and again, it's a gift. It's not that you aren't capable of paying for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the webinar. Bye bye.